Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode of the Eagle's Eye. I'm Sarah Pitkin.
And I'm Roxy LaBelle.
And it's really windy outside.
And cold.
Yeah, so we're shivering. I was more prepared than Roxanne was, obviously. But we're both wearing boots, so that's good. But our first interview is with a representative from Student Services to talk about graduation stuffs.
Yep, and I heard, is Pilar doing the interview, I heard? So
Yep, it's with Pilar Gomez.
my girl Pilar.
So let's go check that out.
Hey guys, my name is Pilar Gomez here for the Eagles side with Mr. Ferreira. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Pilar.
So can you tell us what you were doing here at the high school?
This morning I spoke with the senior class regarding graduation stationery, and we distributed a packet of information so that everyone has an opportunity to take that home, so their parents have the opportunity to order graduation announcements, name cards, thank you notes, etc. And those materials are delivered starting in February right up until graduation. It comes in 4 separate shipments. We do their cap and gown. Their cap and gown is paid for by the school district, and that's delivered sometime in mid-May. We do your diplomas. They're obviously given to you at commencement. And both those items, the diplomas and the cap and gown, are paid for by the district.
Okay, and what are the graduation announcements?
The announcement is a way for a senior to announce his or her graduation from high school, as you do announce a birth of a child or graduation from college or a marriage.
And can you tell us about class ranks?
Yes, we have been doing your class rings here for many, many years. And the class rings are, quite honestly, they're handled somewhat the same way. We have an assembly distributed packet. So the sophomore, they're ordered as sophomores. Take it home with them and talk to their parents, because today class rings are complicated. You can do so many things with a ring. You need to have discussion with your parents and with your friends. And then we come back and we take ring orders with the parents present. And it happened to be done here at Norristown on the 11th. I think that's why I have this book in my hand to look it up for you. I think it was the 11th, which was a Tuesday of October. And then we come back during the lunches on the following day and take orders from those who did not come the night before with their parents.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, young lady, class rings can be ordered from us 365 days a year. They're ordered in October because these rings that are ordered in October will be delivered to you guys before you leave for your Christmas vacation.
Nice. How can a person know about their size for the rings?
When they come to order the ring, there are people that work for our company that do this every day. And they measure them and agree on a size, and that's the way we order it. And after we deliver the rings before Christmas, we come back in January to address any problems. For instance, if you have a problem with the size or whatever, we take care of it.
Okay. And what if you don't graduate?
If you don't graduate. As I indicated to the seniors when I made the presentation this morning, if you don't graduate, you can get your money back. There are certain items that can be resold, and they need to read the instructions and follow the instructions, and they do get their money back. The same thing, as a matter of fact, goes for a gown. If a gown is not open and not used, the district does not pay for it if a student doesn't graduate for whatever the reason.
Okay, and where can people get more information?
You simply call our office. This is, like I said to the seniors, this is the only school that I could say this in. Our office is in West Norton. So it's a very local phone call. You can walk there. You call there and ask any questions you want, and they'll work with you.
Okay, and would you like to add anything else?
No, I think that the seniors here this morning were excellent, and one of the best classes I've ever spoken to at this school. And they were very, very attentive, and I appreciate it. Always makes my job easier.
Great to hear that.
With almost 100 high schools.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much. My name is
surely.
Pilar Gomez, and now back to the Eagles Eye.
Our next segment is with Kabira Hussein about the Spanish club. Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about the Espanol?
Yeah, this interview is basically about the club and stuff, so if you want to learn more about it, I heard it's a lot of fun.
Is it all in Spanish?
I don't think so. He said anybody could join, so.
Kabir isn't even Spanish, is he? He's the farthest thing from it. But I mean, props to him for wanting to join a club of different ethnicities.
So let's go check that out.
Hello, my name is Danielle Vacanti. I'm here for the Eagles Eye. and this is Kabir. We're here to talk about the Spanish Club. So what is the Spanish Club?
Spanish Club is basically a cultural club to celebrate the Spanish culture, and we get people from all over the school to come with us and join us and do things with Spanish.
So when do you guys meet?
We usually meet every 2 weeks on Wednesdays in room 321 after school.
Is there any type of government in the club?
Yeah, we do have a president, vice president, secretaries. So we have a government that keeps the club stable.
Can anyone join?
Yeah, anyone from the school is welcome to join. You just have to show up to our meetings and participate in our events.
Do you do like any events associated with the community?
We have helped with the French Club doing the 5K run, and we're trying to get more things done. It's a fairly new club, so there's a lot of things going on still.
Do you have to pay any dues to participate in the club?
No, it's a free club. Anyone can join. Anyone can join anytime. Just show up to our meetings and events.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No, it's a fairly new club. We're still looking for members to join, so if you want to join, you could just come visit us.
Thank you for your time. My name is Danielle, and I just spoke to Kabir about the Spanish Club. And back to the Eagle's Eye.
Our next interview is with Stephen Waters about DECA.
Yes, that is correct. He's the president, actually, and so that's actually really cool that we get to talk to him about this. And Sarah, are you joining in DECA now, or what's going on?
I know all of you care so deeply, but yeah, I'm actually thinking of joining it this year. It seems like a lot of fun, and our school is a really good DECA school.
That's interesting because usually, a little note about Sarah, she thinks that groups, organizations like student council or something are cults, so she refuses to join them. But I'm so proud of you for joining DECA, and I'm sure that everyone else will be, and hopefully this inspires you guys to join too. Or tell your children to join.
So let's go check that out. Hi guys, I'm Sarah Pitkin here from the Eagle's Eye with Stephen Waters, the president of DECA here at Norris Tennery High School, and we're going to talk to him a little bit about the club. So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So what is DECA?
Well, basically, DECA is a business and entrepreneurship club where students get the opportunity to work in business. So, say they have some kind of interest in business, it gives them a hands-on experience with it. They get to meet professionals in the area and just get a basic idea of what goes on in the world.
When does DECA meet?
Meeting dates are tentative. They're usually before competitions. We're trying to plan more club meetings this year to get students more involved and have more of an idea of what's going on with their club.
How do competitions work?
Competitions are two parts. There is a test and a role play. The test is 1 hour, 100 questions, and then you have a role play after that. The role play time is based off when you finish your test. The role play, basically what you do is you are given a position in a business. So say I would act as a manager in the business, and the judge who is grading me on this role play would be the CEO. And I know for a recent role play, I had to market a chip company to a younger demographic.
All right, and I know that there's like several different categories in which you can compete. What different categories are there?
Just to name off a few, because there is an extensive amount of categories to compete in. A few are marketing management, food marketing, accessories and apparel, hotel and lodging, and quick serve marketing.
And when you go to meetings, like, do they cater to your different categories in which you hope to compete, or is it just like a very broad studying?
Well, in the past few years, we have made it so tests and role plays are kind of centralized for marketing clusters and business clusters. So in past years, it has been more specific to the event, but in more recent years, it's become more of a general idea. And if we have a study session, it'll be that we will usually try to cater to that one student's activity or event.
All right, and can you compete in groups or in partners or anything
Yes,
like that?
we actually have team events where it's a two-person team. They average your test scores, and then your role play is graded in a tandem. So that's based off of that. And then there are different team events at different levels. Like you'd also do a manual, which is a written event. That could be anywhere from 1 to 3 or 5 people. And then at states, which is, we do district, states, then nationals. States is, it has an event that leads up into nationals, which is the, I'm sorry, I can't go, it's the, I can't remember what it's called.
That's fine. Where are nationals this year?
Nationals this year are in Salt Lake City, Utah.
And it changes every year. Like, what were some past places that nationals were held?
Well, in recent years, it's been Anaheim, California, Florida. What was it? Orlando, Florida. And then it was Kentucky the year before that.
All right, and why should freshmen be interested in this club?
Well, it's a really good chance to like build as a person. You get the opportunity to meet people from all over the area, make new friends. It looks really good on a college application if that's what you're looking for. And it was just, I know for me, I joined because I saw it as an opportunity to get to meet people, and it really helped me get out of my shell from being a quiet kid into the person I am today.
Is it worth joining it if you're a senior?
Yes, because it's a lot of fun. Last year we had a lot of first-year students that were seniors that actually went on to nationals in their first year competing. In fact, there was one team that was just 2 seniors. They took first place at both districts and states, and then went on to nationals.
All right, and how do you register for DECA?
To register for DECA, you go to room 328 to see Mr. Shaw. He'll have sign-up sheets for you to fill out, and there's a $20 due because DECA is actually a small business.
All right, and you guys do a lot of fundraisers throughout the year. Are you guys planning on doing those again?
Yes, like every year we have the annual dodgeball tournament at the end of the year, which is a really big event for us that always brings in a lot of money for the club and for charities that we may be working with. And I know coming up within the next few weeks on November 2nd, we are having a Chick-fil-A social night at the East Norton Chick-fil-A on DeKalb Pike.
All right, and who are the officers for DECA?
The officers this year are myself, I'm the president, Amanda Asamager, who's my vice president, Chris Waters is our secretary, and then Morgan Purcell is our treasurer.
All right, and how can you practice for a competition?
Well, you can go see Mr. Shaw. He has sample tests from past years that you can go over. You can take them and grade yourself because they have answer keys in the back. They also have sample role plays that you can do. And if you have the time after school, you could go see Mr. Shaw if he's willing to do a role play with him. Or we are planning study sessions this year where we'll have people come in, try to have them judge you and do the tests and role plays with you.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's
All
about
right.
it.
Thank you very much for speaking with us.
You're welcome.
I'm Sarah Pitkin, and I just spoke to Stephen Waters, the president of DECA, about DECA. And now back to the Eagle's Eye. Since we're on the subject of DECA, we next have an interview with Morgan Purcell about this conference DECA recently went to at DeVry University.
Oh boy, man, DECA is just, they're doing really good this year. They're pretty strong and everything. So, I mean, let's go check out and see what they did there.
Let's go check that out.
Get out.
Check it out.
Hi, I'm Nafisa Harrison here from the Eagle's Eye. I'm here with Morgan, and I wanted to speak with her about the DECA field trip. Hi, Morgan.
Hi.
Where did you go?
We went to DeVry University in Fort Washington for a day trip.
When did you go?
We went just last Friday, so recently.
Who went on the trip?
Mostly new DECA members. Some, this is their second year, but it was just people trying to get associated with DECA.
What did you learn from it?
Well, we learned how to dress successfully for DECA. That was an interesting seminar. How to have a successful chapter. And then we were also taught some basics on role plays.
What did you like the most?
I personally liked learning the seminar by the DECA state officers that was about how to have a successful chapter, because it's very useful to kind of give you some ideas and decide where you want to go with DECA for the.
What were the seminars about?
There was, the first seminar that we went to was given by a businessman, and it was about dressing for success, which was interesting and definitely useful because you can get points off for that in competition. So,
is there anything else you would like to add?
It was a really good experience, and it was really helpful for kids to get acquainted with DECA, and I really enjoyed it, so it was a good experience overall.
Okay, I'm Nafisa Harrison, and I just spoke with Morgan about the DECA field trip to DeVry University. Now back to the Eagle's Eye.
So next we have an interview with Jessica Gross about a video award that she won.
Yep, it's actually really cool. She, along with many other students, obviously, entered a video into this contest, and her music video actually won an award, and I actually got the chance to see it along with my classmates, and it's really cool, I'm not going to lie. So, I mean, I'm really excited to see this interview, and
let's go check that out.
Hi, I'm Kelly Barbish here with the Eagle's Eye to talk to Jessica Gross about an award she just recently won. How are you?
Good.
What is this award, first of all?
This is the 2011 Youth Media Awards. It was the first place Judges Award.
How did you earn it?
Well, I made a video for my own song, and my directors submitted it that I made it at.
How'd you get it on the internet? Did you put it on there?
Well, first I had to go to this media camp in summer called PCAT. And the directors there just taught us all about media literacy and how to use the camera, and they had us make a video there, and they put it on YouTube for me.
So where was it taking place at?
A organization called PCAT in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? What was the video about, and why did you pick it?
It was about basically every girl's life. I mean, everything every girl feels. And I picked it because, I mean, I'm a girl, and I can relate to anybody else.
That's good. What do you plan on doing with it? Do you plan on expanding it now that you won an award?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll keep having people watch it, but I'll probably make more and more videos that other people can see.
What was your song called that got so noticed?
It was called Reflections.
Was it a cover or original?
It was an original.
That's good, because I don't know, the Christina Aguilera Reflections song just came to my head. Do you want to major in media arts? Is that what you want to do with your life?
Well, actually my mom was the one that told me that I should look at media. Since I'm already a singer, I want to be a performer, which is what I want to major in, is in music, basically.
How'd you go about this video?
Well, because I'm more of a photographer than video.
Director?
Yeah, but to work with other people, I had to work with a little girl that's also in my video, and I also had to shoot myself and be in the video, so it was kind of hard. I got tripods and everything, and I just had to develop shots that looked photogenic, but you could put in a motion picture.
What was it like getting the crew together? Was it easy for you, or were you
I mean, it was easy at first, but I kind of find it hard when you're looking for somebody to cast. It was much harder than I thought.
How did you submit the video?
The directors from PCAT submitted it for me, and it was a surprise when they called me one day and they said that I made the finalists. So I was like, what?
And who inspired you to make the video?
Probably just kids, basically, like little girls. When I hear people talking about boyfriends or gossip and stuff, and I just think that we're so young, you know, we have so much more to do than to worry about it.
Females are powerful and they should be noticed. Did you want to add anything else to it?
Not really. I mean, I just say to keep doing what you're doing, no matter what you do, and to broaden your repertoire no matter what, because that's always going to get you further.
It's all about dedication and motivation. Once again, I'm Kelly Barbish here with the Eagle's Eye, talking to Jessica Gross about the amazing award that she won. And back to you at the studio.
Here, let's try to say it at the same time.
Rap it. You have to rap it.
Oh, I wanted to drop the beats then.
Then you drop the beat.
I don't know how to drop beats. Now over to the music video with Jessica Gross.
She was a girl, only a girl, who asked her mirror, was she perfect? She was a girl, only a girl, but the mirror responded that she wasn't worth it. Now she's a girl, maybe more than a girl, nothing but lies. She's going away now, running away now from everybody, even herself. She's moving away now, flying away now for anybody else but herself. Can you tell? I was that girl, only a girl who asked my mirror, am I perfect? Now I'm a girl, much more than a girl, who tries to not pay attention to those who aren't worth it. I've gone away now, run away now from everybody but myself. I moved away now, flying away now for anybody else that takes me as myself. Can you tell that we are girls, only girls, so take us as ourselves?
Whoa, Roxanne, you're looking rather tall today.
Yes.
Not anymore now that you stepped off of that platform. But our next interview is about invisible children, which I really know nothing about. I have the assembly later today, so can you tell us a bit about it?
Yep. Well, for all of you who don't know who invisible children is, it is not about invisible children that we cannot see. No, my friends. It is about children in third world countries who are, well, basically this video is about the ones that get kidnapped from their villages and are forced to join in the gangs and all the the horrible things that happen over there. And it's actually it's a horrible thing, and the movies are life-touching, and I think you should bring some tissues. You might cry.
All right, so let's go check that out. Hi guys, I'm Sarah Pitkin here from the Eagle's Eye with Jessica, who's from Invisible Children, and they came and spoke to the students here at the school and showed a pretty good documentary. So we're going to talk to her a little bit about that today. So first of all, what is Invisible Children?
Okay, well, Invisible Children is a nonprofit that is working to bring an end to the longest running conflict in Africa. Right now, it's been going on for over 25 years in Central Africa. There's a rebel army called the Lord's Resistance Army that has been terrorizing villages and communities throughout that area for going on 26 years now. So we're working to bring an end to that through advocacy and fundraising.
All right, and what is the goal of this organization?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately to see the end of the Lord's Resistance Army, the LRA, and Joseph Kony. So we developed what we call the protection plan that hits on a few different areas, including apprehension of Joseph Kony, who's the leader of the rebel army, rebuilding of the war-torn areas, rehabilitation of the communities affected, safety and communication tools for those areas that are affected greatly right now. But ultimately, it's to see the end of the LRA.
And you showed us this documentary, and what was it all about?
Yeah, The Rescue, which is what we showed you guys today, was kind of documenting. It gives a lot of history on the conflict, but it also talks about some different events that have happened to try to bring an end to the conflict. So it talked about what we call the Juba Peace Talks, which was a few years back, and basically a time where Joseph Kony said he was going to come out of the bush and sign a peace agreement, a peace treaty ending the violence of the LRA. It was unsuccessful. So kind of in response to that, we pushed through a bill through Congress. It was called the LRA Disarmament in Northern Uganda Recovery Act. So the film talked a lot about that movement and just kind of what is currently going on right now. So
one of the things I found most remarkable about the film was how you got the politicians' attention. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, in order to really push that bill through Congress, which is a really rare thing in itself. It took a lot of like action from the ground, which is where schools like yours all across the country really played like a key part in that. It was honestly through the voice of the youth that happened. It would not have happened had 14 through 18-year-olds stepped up and said that this was something that was really important to them. So it was the youth of the nation that really pushed it through. And we worked with a couple different policy organizations in DC that, help with the logistics side of things. But the only reason it was unanimously passed through Congress, and it was because voices like ours spoke out and said this was something that was important to us.
And this is obviously an organization that targets high school students. Why did you guys choose this as your group of people?
You guys are powerful people, and I think it's just really cool to be able to discover that, like how much power you have. It's not just pushing a bill through Congress. It's not, just fundraising on your campus, but like the impact that you're having on the ground is so real, and it's legitimately changing lives. Like Stella's life has been changed by the action that you guys have taken, and it's such a beautiful thing to like be able to discover that and just realize like the potential that you have, whether it's continuing on with Invisible Children or whether it's discovering some other area that you're so passionate about. Like I think just that discovering that perspective is so cool, and it's just awesome to be able to like see that movement take place.
And how can us students get involved?
Yeah, well, right now the most important thing that you guys can do is sign up for a Frontline fundraising page. That money is going directly to the ground to put in place our protection plan. So put radio towers in the most affected areas so these communities can communicate with each other. It's going to build a rehabilitation center for those children who are coming out of the LRA. So when you guys start a Frontline fundraising page, you get a group together here at your school, you'll be able to fundraise directly for those programs and see the impact that you're having on the ground.
All right, and what impact has this organization had on Uganda so far?
Yeah, oh man, it's been incredible to see. We're a pretty new organization, so we've only been around for about 8 years, but looking at where the conflict has come just in these 8 years, for the first time ever, like this conflict is being spoken of by politicians in our country, just because we've brought that awareness to it. But beyond that, it's on the ground. Like some of the programs that we have, sustainable development programs on the ground in Uganda, and it's something that we've really committed to seeing is not just an end to the LRA, but a rebuilding of the communities that have been affected, so a sustainable end to it. So these programs are looking at women who have been abducted and have been rescued, ways that they can generate income and support their families. It's looking at keeping children in school. That's a huge focus of Invisible Children, is our scholarship program, our mentor program, which Stella is a part of. It's looking at those programs and being able to see like individuals like grow and be changed by the programs that like you guys have helped place on the ground.
And one of the big parts of the assembly today was your guest speaker, Stella. Can you tell us a bit about her?
Yeah, absolutely. If you get a chance to talk to her, you totally should. Stella Mystica is one of my heroes. She grew up during the conflict. She grew up in northern Uganda, and her life was constantly affected by the LRA, by the Lord's Resistance Army. And it shaped and changed her in ways that are unimaginable to us, really. But she is the strongest person I know, and is here advocating for people right now that she doesn't even know. Because like the LRA is not in northern Uganda anymore. It's not in her home. So right now she's working for people who she's never met before and will never meet, after this point. But her voice is just such a cool thing to hear, and for me to be constantly reminded about that, but for you guys to see that what you're doing like affects Stella's life like personally, but so many others like her. She's just a really cool testament to to what you guys are doing. So
yeah, her story was one of the most touching parts of the assembly today. And how should students go about finding out more information about this organization?
Yeah, visiting our website. It's an amazing tool, invisibleChildren.com, and then /frontline. That's going to give you a link to sign up for a fundraising page. It's going to give you information on what our current programs are. It's going to give you a link to what we call the LRA Crisis Tracker, which is real-time updates of LRA activity in the area. It's an amazing tool to just see like how active the LRA still is, what's still going on. It's going to give you a plethora of tools to use to educate yourselves, but to also get further involved.
All right, and also at the end of the video, they showed a few merchandise that you guys are selling. I see you're wearing a shirt now. It looks great. Can you tell us a bit about how students can order stuff like that?
Absolutely. InvisibleChildren.com. There's a link to our store. It's right online, so check that out. The coolest thing that you guys can get from the store right now, honestly, is it's called a Frontline Bundle, and it includes an exclusive shirt from this tour. It includes a copy of our newest DVD. It includes a map of the area, a copy of what our protection plan is, a pin, photos of our programs on the ground, like all of that stuff. It is like the coolest tool to be able to continue to share the story, and it's only $20, and you get like a shirt and a movie for it. So check that out, InvisibleChildren.com. There's a link to the store, Frontline Bundle.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking with us. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm just excited to see where you guys go with this and where your school takes it and how you guys continue to get involved, and excited to keep working with you all. So.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking with us. I'm Sarah Pitkin, and I just spoke to Jessica about the Invisible Children, and now back to the Eagle's Eye. So we're here in front of this awesome workout board. Rox and I already did a lot of these stuff. Better than they're showing on the board.
Worked up a sweat, so we need to stretch it out before we get sore tomorrow.
And while we're stretching out, we're going to send you over to an interview about Good Shepherds, which I really have no clue what it's about.
And don't look at me for anything because I have no idea.
All right, so let's go check that out.
Hey guys, my name is Pilar Gomez, and I am here for the Eagle's Eye with Mr. Bartsley.
Bartsley, yep.
Sorry. And we're here to talk about the Good Shepherd Mediation Program. Can you tell us what that is about?
Well, the Good Shepherd Mediation Program is an organization out of Philadelphia, and we help people in all kinds of ways trying to resolve conflict better, trying to manage their own problems better, and then we also come in and actually help people mediate actual disputes.
And can you tell us how this program came into contact with our school?
Well, Dr. Samuels, the superintendent, and Mr. Smith thought it would be a good idea to work with the ninth graders and some of the faculty on communication skills around conflict, about how to deal with problems as they arise, and some words to use and some methods to employ when things are getting difficult.
And what techniques are you guys using to teach the students?
Well, we're teaching students hopefully to listen more actively so that they are engaging the person that they might be in conflict with, to use I messages rather than you messages so that they are expressing how certain behavior is affecting them rather than being accusatory. And then just learning sort of certain negotiation skills as a way of handling conflict.
Okay, and what is the importance of programs like this?
Well, I think this goes to teaching more of the social and emotional parts of our young developing minds and bodies, so that it gives people more of a language to use in their everyday life, whether it's trouble at home, trouble here at school. They have a new language to speak to other people so that they can get along better.
Okay. How often do you guys come here?
Well, let's see. This has been our third visit, and we'll be here one more time with the ninth graders in November. And today we are finishing up with the faculty. And then we hope to do some work with possibly some peer mediation after that.
Okay, and what are you working on with the faculty here?
The faculty, we're really giving them kind of an advanced version of what the ninth graders are getting, plus some more focus on this idea of setting the stage. So them having not only the skills of negotiation and conflict resolution, but also how to guide the students towards that direction more so, or give them some tools that they may not be using already.
Okay. And why the freshman class?
We started with the freshmen because Dr. Samuels and Mr. Smith knew we had to start somewhere, and since they're new to the high school, that it would be a good way of getting them started and then expanding from there.
Okay. And how are the sessions going?
The sessions are going pretty well. It's a challenging training with the numbers of trainers versus students, but we're giving it our best shot. And I think some students have tapped me on the shoulder on their way out and said this was fun or thank you very much. So I think it's having a positive effect. It may go slowly, but I think the effect is generally positive.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you for talking to us. And I'm Pilar Gomez, and now back to the Eagle's Eye.
Rox, what are you doing?
Well, if you have to absolutely know, Sarah, I am doing spirit fingers.
Wow, that is perfect because it's just in time for Spirit Week! I love Spirit Week! Woo! We're seniors, so this is going to be the greatest week of our lives.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's going to be a great week of our lives. And I'm going all out for everything. I will not tell you what I'm going to do because, it's a surprise and I want anyone else to take it, including Sarah.
I have my own ideas, thank you very much. But in case you don't know what the days are,
I'm so excited.
In case you don't know what the days are, let's go check out this interview about what the days are and all the Spirit Week activities.
Spirit Week.
Spirit Week.
Spirit Week.
Hi, I'm Brianna Kennedy here with Norristown Area High School's Eagle Eye, joined today by Student Council Co-President Angela Polinsky. Hello.
Hello.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions about Spirit Week that's coming up.
Sure.
What week will Spirit Week be taking place?
So it's October 31st, which is Halloween, to November 4th.
And each day has a different theme.
Mhm.
Could you tell us what each day
Sure.
would be?
Well, because our first day is going to be on Halloween, we figured that a character day would be best for that spirit day. So students can dress up as a character, like a storybook character or a film character. So for example, like they could dress up as Superman or Harry Potter or something like that. Tuesday is Crazy Day, which is like mismatched clothing and crazy hair and just whatever you can think of along that line. And then Wednesday is Twin Day, which is like you grab a friend or even triplets or quadruplets. You grab a few friends and dress the same. Thursday will be Jersey Day or Sports Day. So you wear your favorite sports jersey or a school sport, something relating to sports.
Okay.
And then, as always, Friday is Blue and White Day, which leads into our pep rally. So just wear all of your blue and white, face paint and everything is A-okay. Just go all out in blue and white.
Okay. Now, with Spirit Week, what school rules do students need to make sure that they follow?
All school rules still apply. So you can't wear like huge hats or anything too short. But that being said, you can still do like crazy things within the school rules.
So no tall hats or hats at all?
No. I mean, anything that you couldn't wear to school regularly, you can't wear for Spirit Week.
Now, you talked about pep rally. What did the students have to look forward to for pep rally? Like, could you give us some of the activities that could be happening?
Well, this year for pep rally, it's going to be really interesting because of the homecoming game situation. So our homecoming court, or our court, is going to be announced during the pep rally.
Okay.
So that's really interesting, and that's new and unique to this year. And then, as always, we have the Spirit Points and all of the games and competitions between the classes and teachers, which are always fun. And then we have performances by the cheerleading squad and the Elegant Steppers, and just a lot of really cool things to just get everyone excited.
Now, pep rally will take place that Friday, correct?
Yes.
The Blue and White Day.
Yes, and it'll be the periods 10 and 11.
Okay. Now, why do you think that students at Norristown should participate in Spirit Week?
Well, besides the fact that it's fun, it engages students within the school and builds a pride within the school and unifies everyone. So it's almost like a team building for the school community, and it's really fun too.
Which day are you most excited about?
Probably either Character Day, which is Monday, or Crazy Day. Both of those are just really fun.
Now, if you were to dress up, what character would you be?
Ooh, I'm actually in the process of deciding right now. I don't know. I'm thinking about something from either like Harry Potter or like a television show, like a doctor maybe, from one of those like ER or something. I'm not sure yet.
And our homecoming game is Friday night, correct? Or is it Saturday night?
It's Friday night.
It is Friday
the homecoming
night.
game. And it's at PW.
And do you know what time?
I think it's around regular time, so like 7.
But to be sure, students can check the pub or call the athletic office, correct?
Yes, and they should, because I'm tentative about the time, but I know it is Friday.
Now, will homecoming court be at homecoming, the homecoming game, or it'll just take place, the big celebration will take place during pep rally?
Well, they'll be most recognized during pep rally, but it's a bit of a tricky situation because it's also PW's homecoming, so their court will be announced as well.
There as well.
So the main celebration will be at pep rally.
Now, coming off of the homecoming game, will there be a homecoming dance?
Yes, there is a homecoming dance, and it's going to be that Saturday. And if students are interested, they can buy tickets ahead of time in all lunches. For students individually, it's $7, and for couples, it's $12. And they can just come to the back student council table.
And that will be held in the...
It's going to be in the gym.
Gym this year.
Because there's a student-run play going on in the cafeteria.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that very much.
No
Students
problem.
now have a lot of insight. I'm Brianna Kennedy here with Eagles Eye, and now back to the show.
So that is it for this week's episode of the Eagles Eye. I'm Sarah Pitkin.
And I'm Roxanne Lambowen.
And I hope you enjoyed this episode, as you will enjoy many to come.
Yes, hopefully many to come.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this for the rest of our lives.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully!
Well, I mean, yeah, well, Sarah. Anywho, this is the end, like Sarah said. Right now we are at the memorial for Woods Golf Center.
Yeah, there's like dinosaurs behind us, and I really wish that this thing wasn't locked so we could go up and like climb on the dinosaurs and pretend to ride dinosaurs. Wouldn't that be fun?
Just because it's locked doesn't mean that we can't get in there. I mean, look, we're like taller than the fence. But you didn't hear me say that.
All right, so that's it for this week. Signing off. See you guys next week. So cold! No, we're not.
Creep scan. Clear.
You don't understand? I get so nervous. I just get so, I don't know, with these interviews. I can't control my face with the laughing and stuff.
So,
I start every transition. I'm gonna fall.
going over now to Jessica's video. It's gonna be so cool.
Nothing rhymes with video.
Wait, just what's her name's Gross? Jessica Gross is the most. Jess Gross most.
Dom's gonna kill you slowly, so put a wall off.